Greetings to you from the hills of Coast City. Yes, of course, it's that time of the night when we get to bring you premium content on your screen. My name is Rochelle, and I am super excited to welcome you to yet another interesting edition of Inka here on Afia TV. Do not forget that Inka is where art meets amazing conversation, great time, fun games, and everything is super interesting. I'm very excited to have you join us for today's edition. Today, I'm going to be having myself amazing people. So, if you want to know who these people are, make sure you stay with me from this very beginning up until the end of the show tonight. Nka is going to go on a short break, and when we come back, it's going to be showtime. Stay tuned. Know that you're still joining us for tonight, a special edition of Inka. I need to make something very clear. Every edition of this show is special, but I just have to keep saying special to always remind you that you do not need to miss Inka, not for any reason. Now, tonight, I am going to be joined by two special individuals who are doing excellently well for themselves in their different endeavors, who have made names for themselves, and they are still on the path of making indelible impact. So I'm going to first of all start by introducing my physical guest. Yeah, I'm going to be having myself two guests on the show tonight. One is going to be joining us virtually. He's already on the line. When it's time for us to meet him, we're going to meet him. But first, let me start with the person that is seated with me right here in the studio. So I'm joined by a philanthropist and also a footballer. In Igbo, someone would say Onyebo. So he plays ball very well. And this person is someone that a good number of you knows because he's always out there doing what he knows how to do best. And he's also someone that is very active on social media because of his charity act. So the person I am talking about is Eze Chidera Star Odega. Hi, Odega. How are you doing tonight?
I'm good. Good evening. How are you too?
I'm good. I'm okay. Is this how you usually act when you're on the pitch, or the pitch is different from real life?
The pitch is quite different from real life.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
So now it's real life. You're acting all calm, but when it's time for the pitch,
You have to go all out.
you have to go all out to get what you want, right?
Exactly.
Okay. It's good to have you here on Inka tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
All right. Now, it's time for us to meet our virtual guest. So, our virtual guest, I would first of all tell you one of the things that he has done before. He was a one-time manager of a very popular musician, a popular rapper here in Southeast, Zege Fino. And not only that, he's a talent manager, he's a brand marketer, he's an author, and also an entrepreneur. I don't know if he's with us right now. Emeka Stanley Ebigbo, also known as Bond. Hello, Bond. Bond, are you there? Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm good. Good evening.
Good evening. It's a pleasure to be here, be with my people.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to have you here. You're covering your eyes. You don't want us to see you or what?
Yeah, for now, yeah. They pay money to see.
Oh, they pay money to see you. Okay, you didn't tell me that this was the energy you are going to be bringing on the show. If not, I would have worn my own dark shade so that you would also have to pay me, because I feel cheated right now. You're the only person giving condition, and this is my show. It's not always people giving me conditions. It's usually me, telling them what to do and what not to do. But here you are giving me condition. How are you doing tonight?
I'm okay. It's afternoon here, all the way from New York City.
Oh, New York City. Wow.
It's a pleasure to connect with you, my sister, and the whole team, which is my people. Pleasure to be here.
Okay. So how is New York today?
Very hot.
Very
Very,
hot.
very hot.
It's summertime.
Yes, very, very hot. Busy as usual.
Hello, Bond.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, what was the
But
last
it's
thing you
very
said?
hot.
Okay, it's very hot over there. Okay, it's
Busy. as usual.
All right. Once again, welcome to the show. So you double as so many things. You are a talent manager. You're a brand marketer. You're an entrepreneur. You're also an author. I'm aware of the book that you published in January. So what's the story, behind you being all these things? One person executing all these things. What's the story behind it?
Well, I believe we are we are all born with multiple skills and talents, right? And it's all in the same umbrella. It's a passion for me, then I decided to develop it, and I also decided to make something out of it, right? Because I dedicated my whole life into the business, learning, and also impacting, like putting our own people on. For a very long time, I noticed that within our community, within the eastern, let me say the eastern part of Nigeria, we don't really have a lot going on when it comes to entertainment.
Okay.
So someone like me growing up in Enugu and seeing all of those things, and I decided to go inside of it, way back from school, just to make something out of it, and at the same time, as a result of that, it has kept me going to where I am today.
All right. So I'm talking about making impact in the entertainment industry because according to what you said and according to your words, a lot weren't happening in the Southeast and you needed us to be at par with others, with our peers in other regions, in other countries. So what are the impacts that you've been able to make, especially in the Southeast entertainment industry? What have you been able to do all this while? Hello, Bond, are you there? Okay, we are having network problem. While we wait for him to reconnect, let me get back to my dear footballer right here in the studio. So, at what age did you pick interest in playing football? Like how early in life?
Very early, like that was during my tender age, so, and it has been a thing that is in me, so very early.
So when you made it very known to your parents that you wanted to be a footballer, because we know how it is here in Nigeria. Sometimes as a kid, you tell your parents, I want to be a footballer when I grow up. They'll be like, what? Close your mouth. You're not going to be anything. In fact, some even go as far as depriving you of that access, that pleasure of playing street football with your friends or even after school. They just try to cut you off from it because maybe they want to be a lawyer or a doctor. So for your parents, were they indifferent, when they found out that you actually wanted to be a footballer?
So my parents are the type of people that actually encourage someone or actually encourages us to do whatever we wish that is good for us to do. But in terms of football, my dad also, he's a football lover.
Oh, okay.
He's a very good football lover within our area, so everybody knows him. And my mom, when you're tender, when you're still a kid and you're into football, it will deprive you of some certain things. When you're being sent to an era, you will leave it and go to something else. So,
are you indirectly confessing right now?
At the end of the day, I forced her to
like it,
agree
and
to like it.
How were you able to put that through? Because I think sometimes it's easy to even convince fathers than convincing mothers.
It's easy because actually my dad also is a football lover.
Okay.
It's my mom.
Okay.
Though at the end of the day, we'll go for a competition. I'll come back with victories and stories that goes here and there. And after that, she have no choice than to, she says so, no problem.
Let's just take it that way. Okay. Okay. So from playing street football, you made mention of going to play and then coming home victorious. How did you start, playing football professionally?
Okay. It all started from that same street and
where did you grow up? Here in Enugu?
I grew up. I was born and brought up in Enugu and Kolkam precisely.
Oh, okay.
Kolkam. So then, while playing from the street, and I was seeing myself, the way people call me and the way they see me and the way they react due to the way I play. You understand? So there is a big difference from so many others. Like
Okay.
so many
Other
people
other players,
my
yes.
age mates. Then so along the line, I keep playing and keep graduating from one street to another, from one playing zone to another,
Okay.
winning trophies and making names. All of a sudden, boom, get to where I am today. So
I know currently you are with Katsina United.
exactly.
So is that the first club you are playing for, on a bigger way or on a bigger way aside, you move from street? Is that the
No,
first club you're playing for?
No, that wasn't the first club. And actually, I want to use this opportunity to show a very big congratulations to Rangers,
Rangers FC.
International for being the crown champion of MPFL 2023-2024 season, so because that was my mother thing. That was where I started my MPFL career as a professional footballer, so I have to give them the accolade because they are the team exactly is the one that put me through to the limelight. So I congratulate them. That was my first
your first ever professional Premier League team. So what happened? What made you to switch from Rangers FC to Katsina United?
I've been to so many other clubs before going to Katsina.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like how many of them?
I started with Rangers International, and I moved to Heartland.
Okay. I think that's Owerri, Heartland Owerri.
Yes, Heartland Owerri. Then Wire National. From there, I moved to Gombe United, Northern team, that is Gombe. From Gombe, I moved to Shooting Stars of Ibadan, one of the oldest teams as well in the league. From Shooting Stars, I returned back to Rangers.
Okay.
So from Rangers,
you've really thought.
Yeah, I've tried.
You've tried, honestly. You've tried.
From there, I moved on to Katsina. So.
Okay. So when did you get yourself that name, Star Odega?
Star Odega. I think it has been there for ages, for like 2 decades or a decade and now, if I'm not mistaken. So I got the name from street as well, because my name is Chidera, Odera.
Okay.
Chidera, Odera, Odega.
Okay.
They now keep changing, Odejinjim, Odega. So now that one now.
I think I would prefer Odejinjim for you. It's just very unique.
It will be very difficult for them to call me that now because the Star Odega has taken everything.
Okay, the Star Odega.
Even my mom calls me Star Odega as well. So Odega. So you see.
All right. We're going to talk about the MPFL. Your club was among the clubs, that participated in the MPFL. But before we get into that part of the conversation, our virtual guest is back online.
Okay.
Let's get back to him.
All right.
Bond, are you there? Hi, Bond.
I did hear.
Okay. I have to apologize for that breaking transmission. No, it's not my fault. If that is that of the network. So you were saying something about one of the things that spurred you into going into all the things that you are doing right now, and one of the things you mentioned was making impact in the entertainment industry, especially in Southeast. So from all you've done over the years, what would you say? Okay, these are the impacts, like these are my achievements in this journey that I embarked on.
Say the last part again.
Hello, Bond. Okay, the network is about to frustrate this amazing conversation tonight. Bond, are you there? Okay, let's keep looking forward to when we are going to reconnect with Bond again. Now, talking about the MPFL, the 2023-2024 season that just came to an end. I know, in as much as someone that grew up here in Enugu, you are happy with Rangers International FC for carrying the trophy, but you still wanted your own club to win.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so what was what could you say are your highlights and the challenges of this year's MPFL?
The challenges of this season MPFL?
Yes.
Actually, the challenges wasn't much, and I think there is very much far improvement in the league.
Okay.
In terms of officiating and things surrounding the league anyway, unlike the previous one. So, and Uh, well, when it comes to the challenges, like you said, it's
At least just for the season.
for the
Yeah,
season.
and when I talk about the challenges, you travel to different parts of the country to play football, and you had series of trainings. A lot of things happen.
Yeah,
So I'm just looking at that rough aspect of it,
That's-
because it won't be rosy all the time.
It's not rosy all the time. One, you will lose when you're not supposed to lose. You travel like you stay all day on the road by 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 road and congested in bus and stuff like that. And the training always a hectic one.
Congested in the bus.
Yes, somehow.
Your team do not provide a good logistics for you people, or
Well,
what?
they try the best they can. So, but Nigeria generally. So that's how we see it.
Okay, so what was your highlights of this year's season?
Excellent. I think if I'm to get a score, I think it should be like 85, 90. So it's a pass mark. For me, I don't know about the people watching me, so I can't be dancing and be watching my back as well. But the little I know, I think I tried my best.
You tried your best. So do you think you and your team, could have done more to take home the trophy?
Yeah,
Ah.
we could.
But what
Well,
happened?
That's how the nature wants it anyway.
So you've taken it, you've accepted your loss in good faith.
Exactly.
Is that the spirit of football?
Sometimes you have to take it like that.
Wow, interesting. Now, taking a look at other countries, their football and sports sector in general, what improvements would you like to see in the NPFL? You made mention of them having a lot of improvements this year, but you didn't tell me what kind of improvements was that. So what kind of improvement would you want to see in NPFL, for the coming years?
I would like for them to look into players' welfare more, and as well as salaries, and like I don't know how to put it, like the way we travel, it's a hectic one. So I don't know if there is a way they can be able to manage that or do something concerning that. If there is a time or so time, you people will be on the road, and when you get to a certain place by this time, you people should end the journey there.
Okay.
So
a better welfare package
yes, a better
for
welfare
the
package.
footballers. How bad is it right now? Rating from 1 to 10.
Not that bad.
Not that bad.
Yes, not that bad, but just little amendments. So we'll get there.
Okay, I see. So do you have plans of migrating to outside Nigeria to play football?
Everybody have plan of migrating, even the person that is not even playing football, even the one walking along the street, you have plans of migrating.
Okay, is there any particular international club you're eyeing right now?
Well, I can't say for now, but whichever one that comes.
No, you can't. No. You can't be all weather. There should be one particular. Either I know they have different countries. I'm not so conversant with football and everything that happens there, but I know you have Europe, you have Saudi Arabia. Some persons will tell you, "Oh, I want to go to Saudi Arabia to play football. I want to go to Europe to play football. I want to remain in Africa to play football." So, which country would you actually want to go to? To continue with your career?
I think Spain.
Okay, you want to go to Spain.
Yeah.
Okay, and no club in mind, but you just want to be in Spain.
No club actually, but Spain. Let me not make mention because you don't know. Something might happen.
Something might happen. Another person will say, "Oh, you did not mention my name."
Exactly.
So you don't want to put yourself in a fix. You just want to play wise. I understand. I feel you, bro. Don't worry.
But that doesn't mean if other countries come that I won't be able to.
Okay. All right. Let's see if our virtual guest is back. Bond, are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, all right. I hope this time around nothing happens again. Okay, in January you published a book titled Grounded Ways to the Music Industry. Now, what are the nitty-gritty things that one needs to be aware of when venturing into making music?
Okay, the book was published February 2022. 2020, not January.
Oh, not
this
January.
Year.
All right, pardon my mistake.
Yeah. I put the book out as a a result of my experience working with different artists, working with Fino, working with Ronta, working with a lot of artists, and also doing events, right? So I've been around the business, not the music itself, the business. So putting all those knowledge together, getting all those knowledge together, travels, done a lot of events, Fino Fest, a lot of things. So I decided to put it in a book for our people, in particular, Eastern people, right? So they can match up with what's going on out there in the world.
Okay.
For the next generation, because I noticed that some of our artists, some of the artists from the eastern side of the world, they don't really understand the music business. So as a result of that, a lot of people ask me questions. As a result of that, with my knowledge, I decided to put it in a book format to let the world have access to it.
Okay.
And so far it's been doing well. So if you want to know more about the music business as an artist, as a talent manager, or as a music investor, that book is what you should get. It has all the things you need to know.
All right. You made mention of, Southeastern artists not knowing much when it comes to making music a business. So which parts, which aspects do they miss when it comes to, embracing music as a business?
Okay. Back in the days, like 7-8 years ago, there wasn't much internet. There wasn't, you guys weren't there. There wasn't much media people, right?
Okay.
So we needed more of the media people to push our artists. If you come to Enugu, there are so many singers and rappers and producers. If you go to Owerri, the same thing. If you go to Oka, then plenty. You understand?
Yeah.
And what we have was just like outside Cosmo FM back in the days. The next thing that we have was Dream FM.
Really an 042
just few people trying to support the local artists. You understand? So we needed more platform to support. That is why everybody wants to go to Lagos, because over there's a lot more media. There's a lot of TVs, radio, blogs, media outlets. Right? So we needed stuff like that to push our people. You understand?
Okay.
So those areas, the artists in the Enugu, the artists on the south, they needed more push from the media aspect, from the DJs, and they needed more airplays coming from our people. Because when you go to the radio station, they find out they play a lot more Lagosians, more than their own people. So if you play a lot more Lagos people, how do you now support our own? How do you want somebody from Achalea to blow? How do you want somebody from, Ababanike to get out there? If you don't support them, if you don't put events together for them to come and showcase themselves. So things like that are some of the things that artists from the eastern parts are lacking. And also how the music business works. How to release your song, how to get in DSPs, how to get out there in the media world. So some of these things our people don't really understand it, which are the things that I break down in my book when you get a copy of it.
Okay, you made mention that you've worked with Fino, Rough Coin. When did you stop working with Fino?
I started working with Fino around 2017.
2017. Wow, that's quite a long time.
Yeah.
So with all the experience, you've garnered in the industry, the creative space, and working with these big names, how has it contributed to where you are currently?
Well, it has helped me a lot. Because first of all, you have to love the business. You really have to like it a lot to spend so many sleepless nights trying to understand the business, because you never know where it's going to take you. Where I am today, I don't know I was going to be here. It's a result of music, me putting myself in the business, trying to learn, trying to serve. I serve a lot of different artists. So putting all those experience together, when I mean I serve a lot of artists, like artists that I saw from 0 naira, 0 levels, get to where they are. You understand? So you know the experience that it takes.
Okay.
So putting myself in the business to learn, to serve, and at the same time become a leader has put me where I am.
Okay.
You understand? Traveling around the world, is through music. And because I decided to put myself in it and learn, now it carry me reach here.
Oh, I love how you switched to pidgin, to say that particular one. So, in the course of getting to where you are right
Yeah.
now, can you recount, some of the challenges that you experienced while trying to get to where you are?
Well, it's not easy because I grew up in Enugu and back in I schooled in IMT. Right. So when I was doing music in those days, like early 2000, when we were performing in different places, doing shows and all those things, right? My parents did not allow that because they wanted me to go to school, graduate, do this, da, 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 which is good. Education is key, is good. But it's not easy to combine both education and music. So there are a lot of challenges. Like when I go to shows, my parents always, sometimes they kick me out. Don't come back, or you are doing this, da, 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 da.
Was it that
It's not
serious?
easy. They're moving to Lagos. Moving to Lagos is another challenge because you move out there, you don't know anybody, you have to pay your dues, like you have to start somewhere. It takes a lot of time to get to know people, get in the industry, get in the media, try to understand where to even start, how to, because the kind of music they make in Lagos is different, and how they release music is also different. So I have to learn a lot of that. And a lot of challenges, like too many sleepless nights in the studio. I was a studio rat, a lot of studio, a lot of free shows, a lot of sacrifices,
All right, Bon.
But at the end of the day, it makes us who we are.
Yeah, you're correct. At the end of the day, it makes us who we are. I have tons of questions to ask, but because of want of time and the back and forth with network, I won't be able to ask all my questions. Maybe some other time, we would get to look at those other questions. Please do not go anywhere. The show is still on. We still have our games to come through on the show, and I would love you to play the game. Now, let me come back to my physical guest. So you have a foundation that you run called Hope Day, rather. Yeah, Hope Day. When did you establish that foundation, and what are your primary goals?
That was last year. I established it last year, and the goal was just to reaching out to the less privileged ones, and as a way of giving back to the society while I play as well.
Okay. Oh, so are you the one sponsoring yourself, or you have someone financing your philanthropic work?
Not really, but the first time I did it, I did it single-handedly from my salary, and the second time, people saw what I did and they were like, wow, this is good. Use this one, add it up to this one, and do this one. So that's how I keep doing it.
Okay.
Sometimes I will just go out on my own
and just do something for people.
Yeah.
All right. The show hasn't come to an end. We have so many things to still come on the show. We're going to go on a short break right now. When we come back, we're going to be introducing you to the next thing that we've got for you tonight. And make sure you do not go anywhere. Welcome back. You are still watching Nka here on Afia TV, showing on DSTV channel 254 and on GoTV channel 17. I still have Star Odega with me here, and also Bond joining us virtually all the way from New York City. So it's now time for us to move over to another segment of this show. So Odega, I would love to ask, if you are not playing football, you are not in the field training, and then you are not out there in the streets trying to lend a help, to one or two persons, what other things do you, enjoy doing as form of relaxing and having a good time?
I sleep a lot, and also have a whole lot of friends I do communicate with.
Okay, you sleep a lot. This is the first time I'm hearing someone, choosing sleep as a hobby.
To rest.
To rest. You love resting. Okay, so as you love resting, do you also love surprises?
Surprises. Yeah.
You do. Okay, so we have, a little surprise that is coming from the deepest part of our hearts for you tonight. Okay, I love the way you said really, and with the smile you used to say it. Okay, so let's see what we've got for you tonight. We have just a very, short surprise.
Should I close my eyes? Oh.
No, you don't need to open your eyes.
Okay.
Open it very well. I'll be looking at the screen because you're going to be seeing some shocking things right now.
Really?
Yes. Are you scared already?
Oh. that was when I joined Gombe United from Heartland, and we went to play in Owerri.
That green band doesn't mean the captain band.
Yes, I was the one that captained the team in Owerri. So this one is in Ibadan, Shooting Stars of Ibadan.
Why does it look like you have more flesh here than physical?
Here? Okay, maybe it might be because of the closeness of the camera.
Okay, okay. The close range. Okay.
Wow.
Man in action. How recent is this one?
That was 2 seasons ago, I think, last 2 years.
Okay.
Wow. How do you guys manage to get all this?
You're asking us how we managed to get all this? Okay, keep asking. Meanwhile, enjoy yourself.
Quite interesting. This reminds me of something last year.
What happened? What's that?
That was, I think, a state league cup, and I think final. So I played a very fantastic free kick, and I scored.
Wow. You deserve a round of applause.
Thank you.
I like it when people pride, themselves in whatever it is that they do. Wow. Yeah. So that's it for our surprises. I hope you loved it.
I loved it.
You loved every bit of it.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe more would come. You never can tell. You saw the way Davido surprised Chioma with an SUV vehicle and the latest model. Just keep being expectant.
Are you saying that I'm expecting a SUV 2025 model from
I don't know. I just said you should keep expecting more surprises.
Hopefully.
Might come your way. Yeah, it might come your way before home day, right?
Exactly.
Then if you don't see any surprise,
Nothing
you just go home. The way you came here, you go back the way you came. Okay, we're going to take another quick break, and when we come back, it's going to be games time. Still stay tuned wherever you are right now. Alright, it's now games time, and we're going to be starting off with our rating game. I would first start with Star Odega before I move over to Bond, who is joining us virtually all the way from New York City. So Odega, the rating game, we rate people from best to worst. People that do the same thing that you do, so do not be scared. Relax. So you rate them from best to worst. And by the way, it's just a game, so do not take it personal.
No problem.
And do without fear or intimidation. It's only a game. We're here to relax, unwind, and have a good time. It's a game. So you will tell me who your best is and who your worst is. So are we ready to go?
Okay.
All right. So you're going to be rating these professional footballers for me from best to worst. So I have Paul Onuachu, Victor Boniface, Kelechi Iheanacho, Ademola Lookman, and Victor Osimhen. Why are you laughing? Now you make me feel so weird. Why did you burst into laughter?
Come again, please.
I should come again, please. Okay. Paul Onuachu, Victor Boniface, Kelechi Iheanacho, Ademola Lookman, Victor Osimhen. So, who is your best and the rest? And before we get to worst,
senior man.
Who is your best?
How come this game?
How come this game?
It's too tight.
This game come how? So play the game, please.
But it's too tight for me.
It's too tight. Why are you complaining?
Because they are.
Is that your last word? Your last word is too tight. No,
how am I gonna do it?
You have few seconds to decide.
But I'm still gonna choose, and I'm still gonna mention names.
Okay, no problem. Do it. It's a game.
Like you said, the question
best
is,
to worst. Rate from best to worst. Yeah.
I don't have worst in any of them.
Sorry. No, that's the game rule. You must have a worst and you must have the best.
They are all the best. They are all best.
Okay, no problem. Since you want to contend that with me, just sip what's in front of you.
What? Is it water?
Yeah, it's water. Fresh water. Drink it. The water, that type of water that Jesus turned into wine.
Oh, chin. because I didn't mention any. You all are good. Boniface, Lukman, Senior Mankes, and you all are good. Osimhen.
Okay, let's get over to Bond. Hi, Bond. Are you still with us? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, please do not be like Star Odega, that tried evading the game. Just play it for us. You're not here with me. You can't take any drink. I can't even give you any punishment for the 14. So please, you're going to be rating these Igbo rappers from best to worst. You will tell me who your best is and who your worst is. So I have about 6 of them. Are you listening?
Yeah.
Okay, so rate these Igbo rappers from best to worst. I have Zoro, Ioblaze, Jarek, Fino, Rough Coin, and lastly, Mr. Raw. Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so did you hear the names that I called out?
Yeah, I didn't hear the last one. Mention the last one
Mr.
again.
Raw, Mr. Raw.
Ah. Are you looking for trouble?
I'm not looking for any trouble. I'm only playing game and giving my viewers a show. That's just it.
Okay. They are all good. All of them.
No.
Rough
I
Coin,
don't want to do
Zoro.
that. Let's not go that way, please. Let's not go that way. We'll just have to. You need to single out who your best is and who your worst is. Do this for us, please.
The best.
Yes.
It's hard. It's hard because they all come correct in different ways.
I know, but like I said before, it's just a game. Don't take it too personal.
No, I'm not taking it personal. That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to pick one
Okay, you're
person
trying
now.
to pick one person now. All right.
They are all good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they are all good. Raw is a legend. Is our umpire club,
Yeah.
Rough Coin, Ioblaze, Zoro, Fino. Nah, I pass.
You pass. Okay, since you pass,
Yeah,
let me play this game with you.
I skip because they all mean different things to me
You know
at
why
some
you
part
are
of my
skipping?
life.
You know why you are skipping like that freely? Because you are not here with us. You're very far away from me. In fact, we are continents apart. If not, you would have done something, to pay for
No,
skipping.
it's hard. It's hard to pick one because they all mean different things to you.
Okay.
You understand? It's hard to pick. And all of them bad, all of them good,
Okay, all of them bad, they good. Okay, no problem. So here is the last game that you are going to be playing for us tonight. It's called the impression game. So you tell me who your favorite performer is in the entertainment industry, be it a musician, an actor, a comedian. Just let me know, and then for at least 30 seconds, act like that person.
Say that again. Who is what?
It's called an impression game. Who is your favorite performer?
Oh, favorite performer of all time?
If you want to add all time, good and fine, but who is your favorite performer in the entertainment industry?
I don't have a favorite person. I have a couple of them.
You have a couple of them. Now you're making this very difficult for me, Bond. So choose one of them from the couple of
I have a couple of.
Okay, just choose one. Choose one and then, mimic the person for at least 30 seconds.
How can I mimic the person?
All right, no problem.
Oyolema.
That's flavor, Nabania. Okay, thank you very much, Bond, for joining us. Not minding the back and forth upon network. You still made it to the end of the show. It's a pleasure to have you join us today, all the way from New York. Thank you for making it tonight. And also to my...
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
Okay. Thank you, Bond. Good night.
It's a pleasure to be here. I'm sure we are going to do this again.
All right. Bond, it's a pleasure to also... Oh, did I just call you Bond right now? Star Odega, don't mind me. Star Odega, it's a pleasure to also have you here in the studio tonight. It was amazing getting to play a game and know the story behind your football career, how you started, and also your philanthropist, job. Thank you very much for coming around.
You're welcome.
We hope to have you some other time. I hope you pick a call if we call you.
Definitely.
You will, right?
Definitely.
Okay, all right. And this we're going to be wrapping it up on the show tonight. Thank you for always being part of what we do here. Tomorrow is going to be another day. And do not forget that on Friday is going to be Inca Lounge. And we have Rough Coin Waba coming through, to come give you premium entertainment for straight 1 hour. Believe me, you wouldn't want to miss that. It's going to be a live performance here on Afia TV. My name still remains Rochelle. For now, let's just say goodbye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.